Okay, so good morning, everybody. Lay yourselves down on your back and we'll begin in a constructive rest pose. Okay, so taking to your mat, have your feet wide and lean your knees in together now. Make sure that your head is in line with your spine. Nestle your shoulder blades in. Take your arms away from your body. And then with the chin down to your chest a little bit so you can lengthen the spine and feel as much of your spine connecting to the ground as possible at this time. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out your mouth. That's it. Perhaps the shoulders can settle in a little bit more, the arms can rest, allowing the hips to anchor. Take another full breath in through the nose and let it out your mouth. And just take these moments to arrive, to check in with yourselves, to notice how you're feeling, how your energy is, bearing in mind that there's been a lot of illness around these last few weeks, myself included, just getting over some sort of virus and cold, so I know how that's affected my energy. So just noticing how you're feeling and bearing that in mind with your practice today. Making sure that you listen to yourself and that you give yourself what you need today. And if it's to take it a little bit easier, then that's what you should do. If you need to take breaks, perhaps being more mindful of the breath today. Perhaps being mindful of letting go of unnecessary tension in the body and settling in with every pose. So we can bring the knees in to the chest now. Place your hands over the shins. Draw your body close. Press the spine into the ground. Maybe even raising your head towards the knees. And then release. And placing your feet down. Take your arms away from you. Have good space between the feet. And lean your knees to the left. And then lean your knees to the right. Again, over to the left. And over to the right. Let's do that one more time. Over to the left. Turning your head to the right. Noticing where you feel this. Is it more in your chest? Is it more apparent in your hips? Your thighs, perhaps? And then over to the right. Last time over to the right. Turning your head to the left. to the center. Lovely. Let's bring the right knee into the center and slide the left leg out. And then again, switch legs, bring the left knee in, stretch the right leg out. And bring the right knee into your chest, stretch the left leg. And then with your right hand, circle the knee. Maybe even just guiding it from the front of the thigh. Change direction. And then when the knee is out to the right side, place your hand on the front of the knee and guide the knee a little further over to the right shoulder, squeezing into the hip. Release, and now hold the knee with your left hand, take the right arm away from you, and guide the knee across over to the left side. Try and keep the right shoulder on the ground, so roll it back, connecting the shoulder blade to your mat. And then as you breathe in, just ease off of that stretch so it springs back a little bit. Your hip moves back down towards the floor. And exhale, send it over to the left again. In, release, and breath out. One more time. And release. Let's place that foot on the ground and let the knee drop out to the side. Taking your arms overhead, hold on to your right wrist and give it a little stretch over to your left side. And then release. Bring your arms down and stretch your right leg out. Place your hands on the fronts of your thighs. As you exhale, lift your head and look at your toes. And inhale, release. Exhale and lift. Looking at the toes. Let's draw the toes back towards you, so stretch the heels away. And inhale, release. And one more time, exhale. Maybe you can peel the shoulder blades off this time. Drawing a little bit further up spine. And inhale, release. Good. Bring the left knee into your chest. And go ahead and circle with the left hand. Right arm is away. I keep the right arm relaxed. And the shoulder on the ground. Just noticing the mobility, the freedom that you have in your left hip. Change direction. Breathing, smooth breaths. And then over to the left side, the hand on the front of the knee on the shin. Give it a little squeeze over to the left side. Try and keep your right leg straight, the toes flexed back towards you. And then easing off, hold the knee with your right hand. Exhaling, the knee comes across. Turn your head to the left. Breath in to release a little bit, springing back. And exhale, delving in. Beautiful twist, a lovely stretch. Breath in. And one last time. Over to the right. Release. Bringing the foot down, let the knee drop out to the side. Take your arms behind you, hold on to your left wrist. And over to the right. Easing off, bring your arms back over and stretch your left leg out again. Lovely. Let's just point the toes away and then flex them back. Pressing the calves down, the thighs down into your mat. Pointing the toes away again. And flex. And point. And flex. Good. Bend your knees, feet on the ground, arms down on your mat as well, and lift your hips to bridge pose. Always make sure that you haven't got your head on a cushion or on your block. Keep it on the same level as your shoulders. Breathing in, halfway down. Exhale, press down in your feet and lift again. Breath in, halfway down. Breath out to lift. Breath in and out. 3 more. When you are on this last lift, connect your hands underneath. See if you can squeeze your shoulder blades in a little bit closer towards one another. Press down on the elbows, waking up the glutes. You can probably feel that just energizing in the legs, in your glutes. Relax your mouth. Release your arms, roll your spine down. Bring the knees to your chest. You can circle your knees. Change direction. And then place the right foot down with the knee bent and slide out your left leg. You're going to bring your hands behind your head. So time to energize your core, wake up your core. Press the spine down into your mat first of all. So you're drawing the navel down to the ground. Raise your left leg. Raise your head and shoulders. Your hands are behind your head. You're going to twist towards the knee. So bring the right elbow across towards the knee. And then releasing, you're going to lower your head down. So you're going to stick to that same side. Exhaling, lifting leg and head and shoulders. Twisting. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift and twist. Inhale. And keep on going. Another 4. Another 2. Last one. And then switch legs. Bend your left knee. Slide out the right leg. We'll go straight onto the other side. Exhale, lifting leg, head and shoulders, twist. Inhale, release. Exhale. Another 4. 2. Lovely. And then place your head down. Bring your arms down. Bend both knees. Exhale, lift to bridge pose. Let's clasp the hands straight away now. Draw the elbows in. Now we're going to lower the left hip just an inch. And then the right. And then lift the left and lift the right. Again, down on the left, the right, lift the left and right. One more time, left side, right side, lift left, lift right. Now we're going to go back the other way. Drop the right first, and then the left, lift, lift. The right drops, the left, lift the right, and left. One more time, drop down, lift, and lift. Hold here, a couple of breaths. Lift your arms, and roll your spine. Bring your knees into your chest. Exhale, lift your head. And then lay your head down and unfold your legs. And then rest your hands down onto your mat or just to the side. And we're going to crisscross the legs, scissors. Small ones at the top as high as you can, keeping your head on the ground, keeping your spine on the ground, shoulders relaxed. Another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet together and bend your knees. Place the feet down for a moment. Turn your head to the left. And turn your head to the right. Come back to the center. Let's go back for another round. Lift your knees, lift your feet. I'm going to widen the scissor. So, yeah, horizontally, out to the side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet together. Cross your ankles, hands on your knees. Lift your head and shoulders and rock yourself up so you're sitting. So stretch out your right leg. Bend your left knee. Sit yourself on a cushion or a block, if that's more comfortable. Sorry, just rearranging myself. All right, breathing in, raise your arms. Interlace your fingers, reach out, look up. And then bring the arms in front and bring the chin down to your chest. Really stretch the spine out behind you. That feels good after being on your back for so long. Then reverse and lift up. And we're going to take a twist to your left. So bring your right hand on your bent knee. Left hand behind you. Breath in. And exhale, turning to your left. 2 more breaths here. Breath in. And out. Breath in. And out. Unwind and turn towards your straight leg. Hands on the ankle. And as you breathe in, slide your hands to the knee, stretch the heel away, lift the ribs and look at the toes. And exhale, folding back in. Breath in, half lift. Breath out. And one more time, you lift and then draw all the way back so you're sitting up. Now place your left hand behind you. Fingers are pointing away. We bring the right arm in front and raise the hips. Lifting, looking up. And exhale, come back. Breath in to lift. And breath out. One more breath in. Lovely. All right, bring your hands in front of you. Can you creep the fingers a little further forward? And then draw your hands and your spine back to center. Let's cross the ankles for a moment. Rest your hands in your lap. Sit tall in your spine. Just come back to yourself, to a moment of stillness. Just listening to the sounds of your breath. And then open your eyes and stretch out the left leg to the side of your mat, bringing the right heel in, lifting your arms, interlacing the fingers, reach out, look up. And exhaling, bring the arms in front, chin to your chest. Breath in, reverse and reach up. And then turning to your right. Bring your left hand on your knee. Lovely. Breathing in, nice and tall, the spine. And exhale, looking to your right. Breath in. And exhale. Good. Really using the hands on the knee to help to rotate, to wring out your waist. A sense of wringing out all of that tension and held. And then you can release. And turning to your left. Breathing in, look at your toes and lift the ribs. As you breathe out, you're lengthening over the leg, but keep your chin down, so now you're looking to your knee. Breath in, half lift, looking to the toes, and exhale. Breathing in, come all the way back upright, and you take your right hand behind you. Sweep the left arm in front, breath in to lift, and breath out, bringing the arm back. Breathing in to lift, and breath out. One more, breathing in, and breath out. Center up and bring your hands in front of you. That's good. Lowering the shoulders away from your ears, moving the fingers a little further forward if you can. Bow your head down. A couple of quiet breaths. And raising your head, drawing the hands back. And cross your ankles. That's it. Rest your hands on your lap, turn your palms to face up. Connect your thumb and your index fingers. Close your eyes, take 3 mindful breaths. Relax your mouth, your tongue. Visualize yourself sitting tall, comfortable, calm. Breathing in and out through your nose. You should be able to hear your breath like a whisper. Directing the breath down into your abdomen, rising and falling. Releasing your fingers, opening your eyes. And I want you to stretch both legs out to the side. Okay, So if you feel like you're like collapsing back, definitely sit yourself on a cushion or your yoga block. Bring your arms out in front, clasp your fingers. And we're going to start to stir a great big cauldron of spells or wishes. So as you start to move across and into your body, you want to breathe in. And then as you move down, you want to breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out, and drawing your arms away, across, and in. Now change direction, go back the other way. Exhale as you move away. Inhale as you draw back in. Exhale. Inhale. One more. And when you arrive in the center, separate your hands. And then use your hands to draw your legs closer together. And then bend your knees, socks off, for me at least. Hands behind you and lean the knees, side to side. Good. And then you can turn yourself around, come to your hands and knees. Go ahead and start some cat-cow if you haven't done already. And then move the hips towards your heels. Slide your hands a little bit further in front if you can. Exhale, lifting to cat. And then driving the hips forward. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chin. Exhale, draw the belly in. And inhale, sit back to your heels, extended child's pose. Exhale, 2 more of these. Warming up your spine, opening up the chest. Exhale, hug the belly in. Inhale, stretch it back. Notice where you feel this. Could be an indication as to where you are holding stress. Roll the shoulders back. Do you feel it more in your chest, in your abdomen? Or do you feel it in your back? Exhale, hugging in. And inhale, stretching back. You could feel it in your shoulders here, across your middle back. And then exhale, come up. I want you to tuck your toes under. And you fly up in down facing dog. And pedaling through here to check in with the legs. See how they're doing. In our first down facing dog. Yeah, drawing one heel down and then the other. Lovely. And then walk your hands back to your feet. So bend the knees a little, push back with your hands. Hold on to your elbows, a little swing and sway here. Good, and go with the arms. Unroll your spine. Make sure your feet are facing forward. That's it. Unroll, unroll, unroll. Good. Hands on the shoulders and circle. Good, and then you can unfold the arms and bend your knees, a little swing and sway and bounce, and then come back, hands on the shoulders, lift the elbows. Bring the elbows down, unfold your arms, swing all the way, the arms behind you, coming back, hands on the shoulders, lift the elbows. One more time, elbows down, unfold. Beautiful. And then this time, just bring your arms down by your side. Raise your left arm and take a slide down to the right side. Breath in, wave that arm up as you draw back to the center in your spine. Raising the right arm up and over. The hips move slightly over to the right. Plant your feet nice and strong. And then bring that arm back up through the center. Use your core to return back to the center. Hands on your thighs, soften your knees, forward fold. Yeah, bring your hands down and walk them forward, and we'll come all the way forward to plank pose. So the shoulders want to end up on top of your wrists. You're going to bring your right knee down. Just focus on stretching the left heel back. Then raise the right knee again and drop your left knee down. Lift your left knee, pausing here, plank. Hug the belly in, press down in your hands. Imagine filling the space between your shoulder blades. Bringing your right knee down, spin the foot behind you and angle the left heel. You're going to circle the left arm. Nice focus on releasing the shoulders, moving stagnant energy, creating space to let go. Let's leave that arm over the ear now. If you want to work a bit stronger, you have the energy today, bring the knee to the elbow in front of you and then stretch the leg out. You can either leave it off the ground or you could bring the toes down. Modifying, yeah, knee to elbow, stretch it out. Knee to elbow, stretch it out. Two more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and in. Bring the foot down, bring your hand down, return to plank pose. Lower the left knee down, spin the foot behind you, angle the right heel, and then circle the right arm. Next time it's over your ear, stay there. And then bring your knee to elbow in front. Stretch it out, or you can bring the toes down. Tuck in, stretch out, tuck in, out, tap knee to elbow, stretch out. Good, one more. Or maybe it's one more. Can't remember now how many we did on the first side. One more, and release. Bring the foot down, bring your right hand down, and then lower both knees and fold back to child's pose. Bring the elbows down, palms together, and lift the fingers. So the fingers are pointing back to your spine. So unfold the arms now and slide forward to Sphinx pose. Nice. Connect the legs to the ground, the front of your pelvis. Nice, support your elbows on the ground. Enjoy this breath and this space on the front of the body. And then lower your chest down, and you're going to take your arms out to the side. So I'm not sure if you'll get to see the whole span of my left arm, but you can imagine. So the arms are just a little bit lower than your shoulders. And turn your head to one side. Patangasana, butterfly pose or skydiver. Breathing in, lift your legs and your upper body, and you can turn your head so that you're looking at your mat. Exhale, release, turn your head the other way. Breath in, breath out. Good. So simply lifting on the inhale. Three more. Have a bit of space between your feet, like I am. Yeah, draw the shoulders back and down the spine as you lift. And exhale. And then bringing the hands in on your mat. Close the feet. Roll the shoulders back. Breathing in, lifting to cobra. Keep the toes pointing to anchor the hips and lift. And exhale, release. Two more. Breath in. Chin is the last to lift. Nice and open and spacious on the front of the body. Exhale. And breath in. And now lift your hips. Use your core. Draw in at the navel. Walk the hands in just a little bit. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow. Tuck your toes under. Down facing dog. Spread your fingers. Press down in your thumb pads and the knuckles. Have a little bend here, a little softness in both of your knees. And then tilt the pelvis. So we're directing the chest, the ribs, closer to your thighs. Now, don't push through in your chest, but allow your head to hang through. The movement is more about the hips lifting up and the backs of the thighs stretching out. And you can do that still with a bit of a bend in your knees. You're pushing away from the hands. Lovely stretch and opening for your armpits and the sides of the waist. And then bring the knees down. And sit back in hero's pose. Virasana. That's it. Sitting back. You can have the toes tucked under, please. Yeah, stretching the tarsals. Let's bring the arms out in front. Yeah, feeling it in your wrists. Bring the heels of the hands together. And we're going to keep the connection between the hands, but you're circling. So you're pressing the wrist, the front of the wrist, the edge of the hand, creating this lovely flow, energizing all of the carpals in the hands. You can change direction a couple of times. And then release. Okay. Bring the hands down. And relax the toes now. And stretch your left leg back. So we're going to bring the knee into the center. And in the same sequence, the knee moves over to the left, across to the right, and then back. And tap the toes down and lift. Again, to the center, to the left, to the right, and back. Tap the toes down and lift. One last time, into the center, out to the left, across to the right, and back. And then bring the toes down and bring the knee down and onto the right side. Good. Lift the leg. Exhale into the center, out to the right first, across to the left, and back. Tap the toes down, nice 3-point tuck. Exhale to the center, to the right, to the left, and back. Tap the toes down and lift. Into the center, to the right, to the left, and back. Bring the toes down, bring the knee down. Lovely. Let's come on to the elbows now. So staying on the elbows, we've been doing a lot on the wrists, a lot on the hands today. Stretch the legs back in plank pose. So now we're on an elbow plank, which is not so usual in our yoga practice. And then bring the knees down, and we'll do a variation. We'll move this into a side plank on the elbow. So the right elbow, you're going to move, you're going to pivot at the elbow so that now the hand is across. So you've got your lower arm, which is in line with the short edge of your mat. Okay. How can I, yeah. And then bring the left elbow down again so the hand is towards the top of your mat. Lift your knees and then pivot over to the right side. So you're on your right elbow and the right side of your body. Let's see if you can raise your left arm. If you need to keep your hand down, then keep your hand down. Now to move on to the other side, you're going to pivot onto your toes and bring the left elbow down and across, over to the left, and lift your right arm. Let's see if we can do that on both sides. One more time. Over to the right, pivoting over the toes, and then again over to your left. Fabulous. Okay, bring the knees down, fold back to child's pose, leave the arms out in front. Lift, downward facing dog. Oh, that feels a little bit lighter now, down dog. Beautiful. Let's look forward and step into the front. And unroll your spine. Take a moment to stand, to come back to the present moment, to allow the awareness of energy to notice your heart beating, the awareness of energy or warmth or flow, perhaps in your arms, your shoulders. Breathing in, raise your arms above your head, you're circling them up above. Bring the palms together and exhale, forward fold. Circle them up again, breathing in, pushing down through your feet, lifting up, and exhale, bring the hands together, forward fold. One more time, breath in. Lovely. Exhale, bring the fingertips down and step your left foot back for a warrior one position. Press down in your feet, steady, look forward, and lift your arms. Sinking into the shoulders so they're not so close to your ears, dropping down into your feet, into your roots. Checking tension in your face, in your jaw. Relax your jaw, your lower jaw, your tongue. You're going to bring your hands together and bend the elbows so that they're in front of your chest. You're going to move the weight forward for a warrior three pose. Take the weight onto the front leg. Steady your eyes ahead of you on the ground and raise your back foot. And take your arms out to the side like wings for bird pose. Placing the foot back down, sweeping the arms forward and up. Take a step forward. Breath in, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Fingertips down, step your right foot back. Steady yourself, sweep the arms in front, warrior one. Settling in on the exhale. Bring your palms together. Taking the weight forward, moving your gaze, your focus, shifting the weight forward, floating the back leg off, cool and calm. Opening out your wings. Stepping back, bring your arms forward and up. And take a step forward. Great. Alternate your feet, raising one heel at a time. Up on both toes. Down on the heels. Breathing in, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. Bring the hands down and step your left foot back. You're going to bring the knee down. And lift your arms. Bringing the palms together. We're going to lean forward and across. So you're going to bring the elbow on the outside of the knee. Now try and resist your elbow. So you want to press your knee into your elbow. Otherwise, you're going to push the knee in towards the center. You want to stay strong. Your knee on top of your ankle if you can. And then with the palms pressed together, slowly turn your chest to the right, looking up at the elbow. You can either remain here, but for a stronger practice, take your knee off. Option here, either you can stay here, or you could remove the right hand and wrap it around your back.
Now peeling the right shoulder back, you're opening up a little bit more into this pose. Stretch the back heel down. Use your core to lift so you're not leaning down on your thigh so much. And then unravel. Bringing the hands together, lowering the knee down. Woo. Bring the hands down and stretch out that front leg. Bend your front knee. Take the back knee off. And then take the weight into your back leg by raising the right toes. We're going to push off to the front of your mat. Standing at the front. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. Fingertips down, step your right foot back, bring the knee down. Breath in, lift your arms. Palms together. Leaning forward and across. Elbow on the outside of the knee. So pressing palms together. Lifting the knee perhaps. And then wrapping the left arm around your back. Peeling the shoulder back. Lifting the chest. Stretching your back heel. Strong on your leg. Good distribution of weight throughout the whole body. Bring the hands back. Lower the knee down. Facing forward, stretch out your front leg. Bending that knee. And now simply bring your hands onto the knee. You're going to step the foot back. Lay down on your front. Make a pillow with your hands. Turn your head to the left. Bring the big toes together and let your heels drop out to the side. Allow the breath to do what it wants to do. You might want to take a couple of deep breaths. And then slide the left knee and foot off your mat in a half frog pose. Draw that leg in. Turn your head to the right and then draw the right knee and foot out to the side. Bring that leg back now. Using your hands, your elbows, start to raise your chest and your hips and move yourself back. And you can take the knees wide and sit back in a wide-kneed child's pose. Just leaving the arms out in front, sinking back, letting your head be heavy. Using your hands to raise your spine. And come to Sukhasana, come to a seated position. Making yourself comfortable on a cushion if you like. Perhaps you'd like to come to Siddhasana, half lotus pose. See how you're doing, how your legs feel, your hips. Siddhasana is with one foot lifted on top of the thigh. It's a half lotus. Place one hand at the heart and the other arm, the other hand lower at the navel. And close your eyes. Taking these final moments to be present. To be aware of our energy. To be aware of any noticeable sense of energy, of flow, of vibration, of warmth. Notice how this mudra makes you feel. Mudra being a gesture. It can be a gesture with your hands, with your fingers in different positions, but it can also be a gesture of your whole body. So here, our hands placed on our body, on our torso. Connecting to our heart center, our heart chakra, anahata. And with our solar plexus. Gently release the hands now. Maybe raise the arms above your head. Bring the hands together and place the palms together just in front of your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Enjoy the rest of your day and namaste.